Hey everybody, Mr. the Fanboy here, Douglas Blair Roberts here, the brown skinned human, and of course the Super Vader 400, back for another video. And this time, this is actually my return video to the Mr. the Fanboy YouTube channel style, wrestling style channel. I've been me, I've been meaning to do this video for a long time since I don't feel like doing any narration and webcam joint reviews and videos and match reviews and feuds and stuff, reviews of all that stuff right now. I decided to just do a video right here giving my thoughts on various promotions in 2019. And the first one, as you can see by the title, is Impact Wrestling. Yeah, this is my return video. This is part of this. I have the camera set up differently, but this is part of this is part of my new room, and this is what my new place looks like. So this is also the first video, not only on this channel, but the first video on this channel of this brand new place I stay in currently right now. So you know, like the title says, this is my thought on Impact Wrestling in 2019. Before I start the music and make my grand entrance, I'm going to give you short thoughts. First of all, TNA in 2019, despite all the problems, and that's keeping talent together, losing so many wrestlers to WWE, All Elite Wrestling, Ring of Honor, New Japan, and many more, TNA Wrestling, Impact Wrestling is still one of the greatest wrestling promotions today, and some of the best professional wrestling today, and still maintains a great and exciting wrestling product. Even though 2018 was so much better, I like several things about 2019 better. And with that being said, let's get started right now. Time to hit my music. Yeah, like I was saying, this is my thoughts on Impact Wrestling in 2019. Like I said earlier in the off-camera portion of this video right here, I didn't feel like doing a long narration webcam joint review, any match or a new series called not only match reviews but feud and storyline reviews. I don't feel like doing any of that now. I usually plan those out because there's so many moves and so many spots and moments in a match. So, and I didn't feel like doing any of that right now. I also have my yearly reviews, starting my TNA in 2017, 18, and my current thoughts on 19 reviews still coming up. I'm definitely doing that, but I just didn't feel like doing that right now either. No narration and joint reviews right now. So this is just my thoughts on Impact Wrestling in 2019. Yeah, I know you kind of saw I have to cross the giant bed to get over here now. So yeah, my new room is not as good as my old place when it came to videos. First off, for um for my new place, my new place is way better. I have all of my privileges back. Yeah, one of the reasons you haven't seen videos in a while is because I lost my internet and cable back in January or February. I can't remember at the moment, and I didn't get it back until March. However, I was still mad from losing it. Because me losing my internet cable, that messed up all my videos up. You can still talk about these awesome wrestling shows, but they're old now. they're old news now. You like to talk about them when they happen. But yeah. So I have all my privileges back. I have my cable back. I have my internet privileges back. I. However, my old room was much better for making videos. Much better making videos. My interest was much better at the old place than it was here. But I've made it work here too. I made it work here too, and I like certain things about this place better. So yeah, let's get on with the review. Let's get on with the video right now. Like I said, Impact Wrestling throughout this year, they've lost so many wrestlers. They first lost Abyss and Sanjay Dutt to WWE, which I hated. It's not as bad as I thought it would be, and it made me really respect TNA. They don't want to hold anyone back from a better opportunity anywhere, but I wanted Sanjay Dutt and Abyss to retire and finish their careers in TNA, not WWE. But I do respect TNA for not holding these guys back from a better opportunity. Next was losing Matt Sydal, even though this seems to have hurt Matt Sydal more than it's hurt TNA. Losing Matt Sydal, TNA did a great job making Matt Sydal relevant again, and he was also one of the best things about Impact Wrestling in the very awesome 2018 year. Now he's gone, but to tell you the truth, this has harmed Sydal more than it's hard Impact Wrestling. You haven't heard much from Sydal since he's parted ways with Impact Wrestling. Impact Wrestling. Just recently, we've lost Johnny Impact, we've lost LAX, we've lost the LAX, and worst of all, we lost Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix. In Phoenix, we lost all these guys to All Elite Wrestling, which I absolutely hate. I have a like-hate relationship with All Elite Wrestling, and I'll be talking about that in the All Elite Wrestling rant, which is coming next after this video. But this right here is Impact Wrestling. But despite all that, let's talk about the best stuff already. The title picture, which the title picture consisted of Brian Cage, Johnny Impact, who's now been replaced by Michael Elgin, Killer Cross, and Moose. These guys are spun off into different feuds, but I still consider them part of the 4 or 5 man heavyweight main event title picture at 6 with Eddie Edwards, who's also spun off to various different feuds. But the 4 to 5 man title picture has been the best feud in Impact Wrestling. We earlier this year we saw in a more aggressive, a more unstable, loose cannon, Brian Cage, Johnny Impact. I like Johnny Impact better as a face, but you saw where he would turn heel and happen much later than I thought it would. I thought it would happen at Homecoming. It happened on an Impact after Homecoming. Then I think it was Rebellion, where Brian Cage finally captured the Impact Wrestling Heavyweight Championship, barely defeating Johnny Impact in a phenomenal match. This has been one of the best feuds. Then, like I said, yeah, Killer Cross and Moose in the feud. Killer Cross laying out Talia Valkyrie, Moose forming a partnership with Killer Cross, then that dissolving, then him moving on to other feuds after his awesome feud with Eddie Edwards from last year that carried over to this year. He moved on to a funny feud with the Rascals, where he invaded the Rascals' talking place, and then jumped and beat them up. Then now he's feuding with the ECW originals, RVD and Tommy Dreamer. We have Eddie Edwards now feuding with Killer Cross. This is the feud Killer Cross moved on to after the title picture. Then we have Impact. I didn't like this, but I was rooting for him. He moved over to an X Division feud with Rich Swann, which I was hoping Impact would win so he could cash in the championship and challenge Brian Cage again. But he lost because his contract actually expired weeks ago, but they agreed to work throughout Slammiversary, and he agreed to put over. So of course he lost at Slammiversary to Rich Swann, which Slammiversary 2019, by the way, has been awesome. Every pay-per-view has been awesome, starting with Homecoming, then you have Rebellion, and now you have Slammiversary 2019. I want to complete a bunch of other videos on other channels first before I got back to wrestling and sports. But I had to get some wrestling stuff out, so I decided to do these quick videos, these quick series of videos right here, then the longer ones much later when I finish the other videos. So let's talk more about Impact Wrestling. Right after the heavyweight division, we have the X division. First off, we have the Rascals, Rohit Raju, who's a great jobber, brings an international flair to the what's his name. I mentioned how awesome the Rascals, Zachary Wentz, Desmond Xavier, and and Trey Miguel are. They've been some of the best. We got this new guy, Ace Austin, who's awesome. T.J. Perkins is back. T.J. Perkins is back. WWE fires him just when I was starting to like him in WWE. When he turned heel and got rid of that Pac-Man BS, got rid of that lame 1980s Pac-Man video game BS and got a real gimmick and went something and got a more aggressive and I started to like him and WWE just fired him right when I started liking him. But he's back in Impact Wrestling now. He's not under contract, but he's making various appearances. Then you got this other guy, this other guy. I keep forgetting his name. This other guy, he looks just like Ace Austin, but it's not Ace Austin. It's another guy. I keep forgetting his name. I don't feel like looking it up right now. Yeah, Willie Mack is in Impact Wrestling now. The North, they have come a long way with the Johnny Alexander, in my opinion, being the better of the team. OVE are still doing good. Sami Callihan, he had an awesome feud with Rich Swann. Gave Rich Swann probably his best feud in this company. Then of course he's now in a feud with Tessa Blanker, who just finished an awesome feud with Gail Kim. And Then of course number three, the hardcore feuds. We had Eddie Edwards and Moose was carried over from 2018. Then they both moved on to different feuds. Then we had Eli Drake, who it sucks the way he had to leave Impact Wrestling, but he was awesome during his feud with Eddie Edwards and Abyss, which the feud from Abyss also carried over from 2018. Sorry about that, those are pop-ups. We also saw the return of Petey Williams, who engaged in a short-lived X Division feud with Ace Austin and has been in multiple X Division pay-per-view and television matches. So really happy to see him return to television. It was good, really. It was also really great. It's great to still see Tommy Dreamer still being used, and since Don Callis is back, we see more ECW alumni on Impact Wrestling. RVD and Sabu are back. I didn't think these two would ever be back in Impact Wrestling, especially RVD. Sabu, I didn't think he would come back because of the way he was fired in 2010. In 2010, one thing I liked, Dixie Carter brought the ECW guys back in just to put over Fortune and fire them, brought them to put over Fortune and up the buys, the pay-per-view buys, then fire them when you no longer needed them. Fire them, you no longer need them. So I didn't think them, Raven, who came back in late 2018 and was here in early 2019 for various feuds, I didn't think any of those guys would come back, and RVD especially, because RVD, you saw how arrogant he was when he first came to Impact Wrestling. Then when TNA pushed him down the card to the mid card, he left and went back to WWE and bashed TNA in an interview. So really great seeing those guys back in Impact Wrestling. Impact Wrestling sucks. We lost Pentagon Jr., Johnny Impact, and the new LAX to what's his name. I also heard that KM, who Fall of Boss is still under contract, but KM isn't. He recently had an argument with Scott Noir over pay. That's probably the only problem I have with Impact Wrestling. I thought this was over with, but stiffing wrestlers on pay is not as bad as WWE because they don't make people travel or work when they don't feel well. But stiffing guys on pay, they're even mistreating Killer Cross right now. Who is demanding better pay. You know, Killer Cross, in my opinion, was an idiot for signing the contract and then trying to reconstruct it later. No, you should have. If you want to talk about bigger pay, you should have did it when they were negotiating. But both sides are wrong, in my opinion. TNA is wrong not to pay Killer Cross what he needs, but Killer Cross is wrong for trying to negotiate for more money much later when you should have done it when you negotiating contracts. And now Impact Wrestling refuses to release him so it can get ugly. And then when his contract is up, and I have a fear this may happen, he may leave for All Elite Wrestling. And like I said, I do not like All Elite Wrestling. I do not like All Elite Wrestling. I'm going to talk about everything I do like in the rant of All Elite Wrestling, but as a whole, right now, I do not like All Elite Wrestling. So so yeah, Impact Wrestling. Other stuff, they have a partnership with OVW, which is both a good thing and bad thing. Good thing, the OVW talent appear on Impact Wrestling. Bad thing, OVW, in my opinion, is not as good as it was in the 2000s, and they've been kind of terrible since 2008 and 2012, man. 2012. Um, yeah. So yeah, this is Impact Wrestling. Ali, this is the only person who I'm glad is gone from Impact Wrestling. I like Ali, but without Braxton Sutter, Sienna, Mike Bennett, and Maria, the feud with and tag team with, her character is just uninteresting to me. I like what they try to do, but her character is just uninteresting to me. So I'm glad she's out of Impact Wrestling for now. There's a brand new female roster. There's a brand new female roster, and yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's also good, even though I really don't care that much for it. That's also good. I also enjoy Disco Inferno coming in to put over some of these women. Um, yeah, what else? What else about Impact Wrestling? So, yeah, and like I said, Matt Sydal. Let's talk about Matt Sydal. I was really angry to hear that Matt Sydal parted ways with Impact Wrestling, but in the grand scheme of things, it hasn't affected the product at all. And if anything, that's harmed Matt Sydal more because he's now irrelevant now. Impact Wrestling for the last 2 years have made him relevant in the business again, and now he's irrelevant. He's irrelevant. He hasn't appeared for WWE or All Elite Wrestling. So, yeah. What else? So, yeah, the only problem, Impact Wrestling still maintains a great product. The only problem I have with them at the moment is their money and pay, is the money and pay problems behind the scenes, and yeah, they can't compete with All Elite and WWE's money. They're losing all their wrestlers to those companies right there, right there. Yeah, this was my thoughts on Impact Wrestling in 2019. Not as good as 2018, but in some ways better than 2018, especially with Brian Cage as the top guy and a heavyweight champion. Michael Elgin is a good replacement for Impact, even though I much prefer Impact. I much prefer Impact, or both of them, like you saw before, like it was before Impact Wrestling, before Impact left for All Elite Wrestling, and yeah, yeah, um, yeah, yeah. So those are the only problems I have with Impact Wrestling. Other than that, still the best wrestling company on television. Oh yes, the other problem I have with them, and I was gonna do a video on this earlier this year when my cable and internet went out. I do not like their Pursuit deal, that Pursuit television deal. I understand they want to get a better channel, but get a channel everyone can see, man. Everyone can see, not just people in Canada, Canada. So I'm happy to hear, and I hope this is true to their rumors that they're looking for television deal with Access TV, which I have. I no longer have Comcast cable anymore. I have DirecTV now. I have DirecTV now. They have the Access channel, and New Japan Pro Wrestling on Access TV is awesome. Is awesome. It is one of the best pro wrestling television shows on what's his name. So if they get this, and then heard Impact Wrestling is coming in the future, I hope that the deal about Impact Wrestling coming to Access TV is true, man. I really hope that is true. So yeah, this was my thoughts on Impact Wrestling in 2019. All right, I'm done for now. Time to hit my music. I'll see you guys later.